Thank you so much. This man right here, much of what you heard about me would not have been possible if it were not for Al Jaffe and so many other executives at ESPN for not only giving me an opportunity 25 years ago, I know it's hard to believe, but also for showing me what it means to be a true journalist. And for that, I will forever be thankful to teach me about it's about people and not the process. Congratulations to my fellow honorees. And congratulations to the class of 2015 here at Emerson. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. My soon-to-be fellow graduates here at Emerson. You don't have to call me Dr. Roberts, you can call me Robin, okay? You know, I was thinking, what could I possibly give you for a gift, a graduation gift, and for your families as well? I racked my brain and I said, you know what? How about a short commencement speech? Woo! That's right. Okay, you didn't have to whoop whoop too much, all right. No, I don't have a prepared script. There's nothing on the teleprompter. I just want to speak for a bit from the heart, because today is about you. It's about coming up on this stage, receiving your hard-earned degree, and celebrating with your family and friends and loved ones. Today is it's just that exciting day, a mixture, because one chapter in your life is ending and another one is beginning. And I'd like to think that it wasn't that long ago that I too was sitting at my commencement at Southeastern Louisiana University. We were the Lions as well. Yes, so we have that in common. And like you, I was so excited. And like some of you may be right now, I was fearful too, because I didn't have a job waiting for me. And I was eager to start my career, but to start your career, you need a job. And I did not have that for me right then. But like you, I had put myself in position for some good things to happen. Proximity is power. You can wish, hope, and pray all you want. I'm a very spiritual person. Start every day with a prayer of protection. But if you don't put yourself in position for these good things to happen, you're going to make things a little more difficult for you than need be. I learned that through playing sports. I wanted to be a professional athlete when I was growing up in Mississippi, but there's a little thing called, what was that again? Ability that you must also have, not just passion and heart. I was the state bowling champ when I was 12 years old, so, you know, hey. Right. Tennis was my first love. I would come off those courts in Mississippi and I would curtsy like I was at Wimbledon, eat strawberries and cream. But being this height, which I have been since the 8th grade, a basketball was put in my hands. But I realized that though I didn't have to get in the proper position to rebound and score when I was in the 8th grade, by the time I got to high school, people were catching up with me in height, and I knew I wasn't going to be that professional athlete. And I decided, you know what, I still want to pursue my passion at that time for sports. And I decided my senior year, I'm not going to be a pro athlete, I'm going to be a sports journalist. And to achieve that, I needed a college education, and to do that, I needed a college scholarship. So my team still needed me to be a post player in high school, but no one wanted a 5'10" post player. They're not going to give a scholarship to a 5'10" post player. So on my own time, I had to learn a new position so I could get that scholarship. So I was in that hot, steamy gym at lunchtime, before and after school, learning that sweet 18-footer off glass, not because I wanted to be freshman of the year at Southeastern Louisiana University, which I was. Please hold your applause. No. And I wasn't in that hot gym going to my left to shoot that sweet 18-footer because I wanted to be MVP 2 years running at Southeastern Louisiana University. Again, like you, positioning myself, putting myself in position for some good things to happen. So I'm there at Southeastern, I have the scholarship, and then I'm sure you've realized this too, you look around and there's a lot of people who want to do what you want to do. And so you realize, you know, I got to have a little bit more. I needed some practical experience. And so I went to the local radio station in Hammond, Louisiana, and you are very fortunate to have two great stations here. I got to tell you. the, what is it, the underground sound of Emerson? Yeah, baby. You're very, very fortunate. I had to go to the local station in town in Hammond, Louisiana, and I said, you know what, I need to get some practical experience. I'm majoring in communications, I'm playing on the basketball team, I want to be a sports journalist. Can I be your sports director here at the radio station? And they said, yes, you know, you're doing really well, we've checked up on you. Tell you what, before your 8 o'clock class, you can come in. You can have your own sports shows, you can have your own sports talk shows, and I think ask and ye shall receive. This is terrific. And they said, oh, did we tell you you're going to have to DJ on the weekends? And I'm like, you know how it is, I don't really have time to do that. And they said, oh, did we tell you? We're a country music radio station. Okay, I remember it oh so well. WFPR 14 Country, hometown country friends since 1947. Ron Renee here with you on Saturday night for the best in country music. Woo! My fellow graduates, by any means necessary, by any means necessary. And now I am the biggest country music fan that you will ever see, and that's where it all started, in Hammond, Louisiana. Again, I was putting myself in position as you are. I was willing to make the necessary sacrifices, doing things I didn't want to do at that time, but knew that it could lead to something. And then I had that practical experience, and no one's really wanting someone who looks like me to be their local sports anchor or reporter. I was receiving full-time offers in news and received one part-time position in sports, $5.50 an hour, 30 hours a week, to be the weekend sports anchor in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I didn't hesitate to take that part-time position over the full-time offer because I was dreaming big, what we were talking about earlier. Dream big, but focus small on those day-to-day things that will ultimately get you to your goal. And so I did that and was there in Hattiesburg, then Biloxi, then Nashville, Tennessee. So that country music came in handy, living in Nashville for a time, Atlanta, Georgia, and then thanks to Al Jaffe, who I answered the sports question right for the interview, the Heisman Trophy winner. Do you remember? Andre Ware, 1990. And I said to him, I know it was that long ago, I knew at that time that I had done the work necessary to get there. And one of my first assignments that I received was Wimbledon. I made it to Wimbledon. I did. I didn't have a tennis racket in my hand. I had a microphone. But my point being, you've got these wonderful dreams. They may not quite look like you think they are when you obtain them, but boy, are they every bit as gratifying to dream big and focus small and when those dreams happen like that. And so I was grateful to be at ESPN, and then I was also very fortunate that I was getting opportunities to move on and to do other things. And at first I was saying no, because you got to be willing to venture outside of your comfort zone, and being at ESPN and being involved in sports was my comfort zone. You have to be willing to venture outside of that. And don't get in the habit of saying no. I said no for so long about being in news that I didn't even mean it anymore. And so do not get in the habit of saying no. And don't worry about the fear factor. Come on now. Everybody in here has felt it, will feel it. It is something that you have to realize that if you wait for it to pass, you're going to be sitting on the sidelines for a very long time. And what I have found is that when fear knocks, and it will, to let faith answer the door. Let faith answer the door when fear comes knocking. I do not know what it is that you want to do. I don't know your hopes and dreams. Only you know that. But I do know that you put yourself in position for great things to happen to you. This faculty, the best. They care, they nurtured you, they challenged you, they loved you. Your loved ones who are here. This is the moment that you have dreamt about, and you have made it possible. So you already have your formula for success. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have your own personal. Remember what you did to get here to this very moment. As I said, I don't know what it is that you want to do. I didn't know when I was sitting where you are. I had no idea what the future held for me. I had no idea that I would face cancer not once, but twice, and still be here. And to my fellow overcomers, thrivers that are here, we are all just a little bit stronger than we think we are. And those wonderful lessons that you learn can help you when you face those challenges, and we all will. I wish I could say it's all going to be just like today, wonderful and exciting, and the majority of it will, because I'm an optimistic person, and optimism is like a muscle that gets stronger with use. Get in the habit of being optimistic, it makes it a lot easier. But there will be challenges in front of you. There will be times that you will be tested, and the trick is not to look at it as a negative, but to take time to understand and try to find the meaning behind why it is you have been placed in that situation. The situation is not the tragedy. It's if you don't take the time to understand the meaning. So I didn't know that I was going to face that and get by that. I didn't know I was going to be working at ESPN. You don't know what's in your future. I didn't know I was going to be at GMA interviewing presidents and world leaders and being on the Oscar red carpet chatting up celebrities like, what up, Brad? Hey, Angeline, how the kids? How they doing? They all right? Oh, all right, I got to see you. I had no idea. I had no idea I would be at a cameo in Pitch Perfect 2, #1 at the box office, by the way. There's all a little Bella in all of us. We all have little Bella in all of us, don't we? We do. My point being, it is wonderful, all the things that lay in front of you. And you have the resources, you have the tools, you have the means to do whatever it is that you want to achieve. And lastly, I say to you, don't have a cameo in your life story. Have the leading role in your life story. I thank you. I appreciate this opportunity to share this wonderful, wonderful day with you. And as I take a seat, once again, because it's all about having an attitude of gratitude, and that's what we do as Emersonians, am I right? So I want the fellow class of 2015, show your family and friends, show this faculty how much you appreciate them making this opportunity a reality for you today. Congratulations.